Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
I just got one thing I want to say to you.
Me? Mm-hmm. What?
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
God. I got everything I need.
No.
Okay.
There is just one thing I need.
No, I don't need. I got everything I need. It's right here.
I don't care about the presents.
Yeah.
Underneath the Christmas tree.
Neither do I. No.
I just want you for my own.
That's why I don't need nothing.
More than you could ever know.
Make my wish come true. Maybe all I want for Christmas.
I was doing the intro to it, and you totally.
Am I late?
You're going too fast.
I thought it was a sing along.
All I want for Christmas is you. Okay. What are you drinking today?
I mean, that's why I said I didn't need anything or want anything for Christmas.
I know. I wanted to do the whole intro to the song, and you rained on my parade there, but it's okay.
I did not. I was joining.
Love you, Mariah. It's time. I can't go that high.
She's thawed out.
She is
fully.
She is like
fully evolved.
She's warm now. She's room temp.
No, she's on fucking fire right now, bud. She's
true.
Yeah, she's full on. We'll have to get your son over here.
I was about to say none of the boys have played it yet.
No, we haven't rocked around the Christmas tree or anything. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
so for the next couple of weeks, I will be opening up with a Christmas song.
Speaking of opening up, I'm going to drink this son of a bitch right here in Vista Bay.
What flavor you got?
Clickety-clackety. Whatever you gave me. I don't know.
The passion fruit. My rejects.
Passionate.
Jesse drinks my rejects.
Passionate. Fruity. Yeah, what are you drinking over there, Lindsay?
I've got watermelon Vista Bay. So we just celebrated our boy's 12th birthday. He's not quite 12 yet. He will be by the time this episode comes out. But we celebrated a little early with friends and family for a very delicious Chinese buffet.
He had a full-on hootamaroo, man.
Yeah,
it was
he
good.
did.
Yeah.
And it was very simple, very, very easily put together. We know the owners of the place.
He loved it.
I mean,
they brought him some cake, and we brought him some cake, and he got all kind of cool gifts and stuff.
Yeah, he's got lots of cake to eat afterwards, and he got monies, and we always make sure, because his birthday is in December, we make sure we buy him like Christmas clothes for his birthday, because he likes Christmas clothes. He likes ugly Christmas sweaters.
He's fitted.
He likes good Christmas pajamas, but we also got him Tom Morello's button-up. Well, Tom Morello-esque button up.
Yeah, like the Boy Scout style.
Yes, and
work shirt.
I'm going to post a picture of him in our stories the day this comes out, because he looks just like him with the bandana, the bandana, and the baseball cap. And yeah, he is unlocked a new character.
He's ready to arm the homeless himself. Speaking of that, don't tell nobody, but I bought him the replica guitar. Ooh, big Santa coming. Big Santa.
Santa is coming through. You want to get our intro going?
Stay tuned for pictures of Silas in his full garb.
Yes, in his full, he's full Tom Morello-ing.
Yeah, happy Friday.
We're going to tag Tom Morello in that picture.
We're going to tag everybody in that picture. We're going to tag you, because all I want for Christmas is doing this podcast. Happy Friday, everybody. Friday. I put it wide the elf open on that one.
The elf.
Yes, it was wide the elf open.
That's what I'm wearing that right now.
Elf shirt, yeah.
If you watch our little off the hip recap on Wednesday, you'll see my little elf shirt.
Oh, that's coming too. We gotta tighten up so we can do that too, because you're fixing to do this, but we'll do that.
That was that's already played.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, the this and that doesn't matter anymore.
Time is wild.
Yeah, time is it's a theory at this point, I think, or relative. You know, we missed last week of doing a podcast.
We did a recap though. We did a long one.
It had me looking. It had me actually starting to try to do what Lindsay does and trying to find things.
He's starting to get deep divey-ish.
Oh, you know, it was so beautiful though. I found like Lake City's version of Marie Laveau. Mm-hmm. So that was fucking cool. Holy shit. We're going to talk about that eventually. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about that. If you're excited
like
about
a little
hearing
bonus episode,
our own version of Marie Laveau in our small town in North Central Florida.
We had some wild shit that's happened here.
Yeah. You know, hey, shoot us a little message on that. If you're interested in hearing about our own hoodoo kind of witch doctor type thing. Yeah. Here in the small town of Lake City, Florida. Well, we're going to do it.
Because you remind me of the Babe.
The Babe with the power, yeah.
What power?
And that's crazy because it was almost like a labyrinth type tied into this with bones.
I mean, the writers of movies have to get their ideas from somewhere. They're just not, they don't poof into existence.
And she's Lake City's
Except for
aunt.
George Lucas's.
Everybody has a cool aunt, but we have an Aunt Maggie that was just amazing. So Aggie. Aunt Aggie.
And that's even cooler.
Aunt Aggie.
Oh, Aggie.
So I'm fully taking on Aunt Aggie. Because I think there's a little theory behind all of that you're going to have to do after hearing that podcast. And every time you come to Lake City, Florida, you're going to have to do a little homage that you're going to have to pay to a certain spot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to make it happen.
Okay.
And you're going to be there with me. No, actually, you're going to make it happen. I'm just going to give you the information. Go ahead, Lindsay. It's your turn. I'm done.
What made you feel old this week?
Me again? Mm-hmm. Margaret. No. Oh, man.
You forget what you wrote down?
That made me feel old. Holy shit. What did I write down over there? Because I put it on your little list and I don't remember. That made me feel old too. Oh, yeah. That did. I wrote it down and now I just read it. Yes, I remember now. Okay. When you pull up to like get fast food, our whole life, they actually did give you condiments right off rip. And then now you ask for it and they're all looking at you funny. And I'm like, why don't y'all just go ahead and throw them in there? Like ketchup with your French fries, right? It's what you've had your whole life. You just, whatever.
Well, who the fuck doesn't eat ketchup with the fries? I mean, I prefer other sauces, but the general population likes ketchup.
It depends on the fries and the texture. Some fries I like mustard with. Like old Carl
I like
Childers.
Honey mustard. I like barbecue. Sometimes I like ranch. It depends on the restaurant and the ranch, the taste of the ranch.
So for them to tell me like, we don't want to put that in there because, there might be like a nasty ketchup packet or something in there. Like, I'm like, then don't hand those out. Like, don't have nasty busted ketchup packages. You just grab 3 and put it in there. Everybody's happy. A couple of napkins too is great. You don't want to eat.
I need a fistful.
Yeah, but what do you eat fast food with? You're going to eat. You're going to have to wipe your face before you want to take a drink. You don't want to get that stuff all over your hands. You're in a car. You get it everywhere. If you're eating and driving, you need some napkins and you need some ketchup or something. The appropriate condiments, and you have to ask for it now. So that made me feel old by asking about that, and then they look at me with that look.
Well, I work for a corporate restaurant, and they want our hostesses to hand out 1 napkin per guest. Guess what Lindsay has to get for every single guest? Extra napkins. And I don't blame them because I'm a 6 napkin minimal person because I have wild OCD. I have to be clean, and I don't want to keep reusing the same filthy napkin that I've already, because I'm a messy eater, number 1. And and number 2, I just want I don't want the feeling of the grime on my face or hands.
Right.
So what corporate restaurants, I'm talking to you right now. If you're a CEO of one listening to this podcast, why do you think that the customer only wants 1 napkin?
How do they think that? Do they only use 1 napkin?
Because I tell you what, it doesn't work.
They drink through a straw or something? What the fuck?
It doesn't work.
They eat
like
through a straw?
I've worked for my restaurant for January will be 20 years, and I have a lot of regulars, and I know exactly how many napkins to bring all of my regulars, and I promise you, it's not 1. Some of them so they want their drink on a napkin, there's one guy I have that puts his napkin out. He puts salt on the napkin.
So it don't stick to it and all that.
Yeah.
But that's just a common thing that you do in your livelihood. You're like, this is how I set myself up to eat, right? I have a whole Appalachian forest on my face, Lindsay. I'm going to need 19 napkins. So,
and then I
hand me a full fucking fistful of them, you know?
And then I also have a pack of sandy wipes in my bag at all times.
Because afterwards, I still got to get the critters out of the salad that's hanging on my face.
So,
this whole ramen noodle thing.
Please give us the napkins. But what made me feel old was, I mean, I always come up with mine off the top of the dome. So last night, grandbabies were over and we were forcing upon them our childhood because why not? we had the good shit. So we put on Muppet Christmas Carol because we love the songs and we want them to love the songs and sing them with us. And, it shows what year the movie was made when you put it on. It was made in 91. And I was like, fuck. But
it was perfect. Like
that's
they used
33 years
the Muppet
ago. Christmas
Carol uses everything
timeless.
Of our DNA. Everything.
It's timeless.
There's like members of Fraggle Rock in that bitch. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody is in it. I'm loving it. And I heard there's some Fraggle Rock stuff coming up too, so I'm excited. You know, I'm like,
and Michael Caine, man.
Michael Caine.
I mean, this is a Muppet movie, and Michael Caine gave an Oscar-worthy performance. Like, he was like, I am going to make this role my bitch. And he did.
He did.
It's like, I'm going to embark Ebenezer Scrooge. And I love it. Now, the Jim Carrey one is okay. And, I love the Jim Carrey Grinch. Like,
it's always top notch, yeah.
But I still prefer the Muppet Christmas Carol to any Christmas Carol movie that's ever been made.
Cheers to that one, Lindsay.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Yes.
That one's empty here.
Well, here's whatever. That one and that one. Yes.
All right. So this week it's time for a little more revolution.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So today we are drinking about a young man named Kendrick Lamar Johnson. He also went by KJ. And everybody in his family has those initials. It's very cute.
Really? That is cute as shit. No, that is really cool. Fist in the air in the land of hypocrisy. Here we go.
Yes. So he lived right down the road from us.
From us?
In Valdosta, Georgia.
Oh, one of them Valdy boys.
Yes. So KJ was born October 10th, 1995 to Jacqueline and Kenneth Johnson. Kenneth was a truck driver and Jackie drove a bus for the school system. In 2013, KJ was 17 years old and played lots of sports for Lowndes County High School.
Oh my God, I was fixing to say Lowndes County is like one of the best football teams in the South.
And listen, I watched a documentary on this, and these kids, these players, they were fucking beefcakes, man. Like,
Lowndes County is one of the best football.
Holy shit!
They can rival college.
I was like, "There's no way that these kids are teenagers."
No doubt.
Like,
yeah,
holy shit!
Look like they're 25 out there
and up. Yeah,
they can rival. Honestly, look it up. Anybody wants to.
Well, it's just like I don't know where Tebow came from originally, but that dude
he came from
beefy.
Nice High School, south of Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we actually had his coach after he left there. Howard came and taught our high school here.
It's crazy too because these boys, like, their bodies and height is very adult, but their faces all look like
still
babies.
Children. Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a picture of KJ really quick, just so you can have him in your mind.
Beefcakes, though. I mean, Columbia played Lowndes a few times. We got slaughtered. Our county played that high school right there is always like their football stadium looks like a college stadium. The high school football stadium is. I wound up there one time trying to go to a high school game because I used to travel and take the boys and football and stuff. And I wound up there instead of the high school next to it. And I was like, what am I doing here?
There's KJ.
Yeah.
That was so he played basketball, football, and he ran track, and I think he was a wrestler. No. Another character in the story was a wrestler. Sorry.
Okay.
But, so he played basketball, football, and he was a track star. On January 10th, KJ was seen on the school's camera going into what they called the old gym. So they had an old gym and a new gym. And he was going to get his gym shoes that he shared with another student. Now, this school made you pay for locker storage. And instead of paying that fee, a lot of kids would store their stuff in the rolled up mats of the old gym. So Kendrick was going in to get the shoes stored there. and he was going to finish up his school day and then go to a basketball game held at the school that afternoon. At 9:30 p.m., Kendrick had still not made it home, which was not like him. And friends said that he did not attend the basketball game like he was planning to do. And he hadn't called his mom to tell her that there were any change of plans.
Something's not right.
Right. Well, at 11 p.m., Jackie drove to the school to see if he was still there, but he wasn't, because I don't know, maybe the basketball games ran late. So she kept driving that route between their house and the school over and over to see if she would see him anywhere in between. Well, at 12:30 a.m., Jackie calls the police to report him missing, and they just shrugged it off at first, saying, this is typical shit. Like, he's maybe off with friends or off with a girl. And Jackie was like, no, he would have called me or one of his siblings and let us know. So on Kenneth, he was on a work trip and he was heading back from New York. So this poor guy has this on his mind while, and this was in January. So roads probably suck. So he knows his kid's not been found. He's driving back. He's in a big rig, long way from home.
Right.
Georgia's a long way from New York.
And cold. Yeah. And nasty. Yeah.
So as soon as the school opened the next morning, Jackie was there after a long, sleepless night, and she tells him that she hasn't seen or heard from Kendrick all night long, since the day before. Well, she finds out that he was not only not at school that day, he had been marked absent from his last block the day before.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So she got to the school around 8:30. Or no, she found out all of this around 8:30 a.m. And she was told to wait in the guidance counselor's office. While she's waiting, she sees first responders arrive, yet she has been told nothing. Well, in the old gym, an athletic director was teaching a life skills class and had passed out a survey for the students in that class to fill out. When one of the female students had finished, she climbed the bleachers, which were right by the rolled up wrestling mats. Okay, that's where they kept they threw all their shit. Right,
tucked it all to the side. Right. Yeah.
Well, this time they were usually laying like on their side, and this time they're like right side up,
standing up.
Yeah, they're standing up. And she looked down, so she's at the top of bleachers. She looks down, and she saw white socks sticking out of one of those mats.
No.
And those white socks were attached to a body.
Jesus Christ, Lindsay, that just stuck in there. Oh my God, Lindsay, come on.
Well, yes. So this girl that saw the socks, saw the body, and several other students, they start to scream. They're like, what the fuck? So the athletic director pulled the mat down and unrolled it to find the deceased body of KJ.
Wow.
Along with a pool of blood and vomit. Now, back in the counselor's office, they receive a call, and Jackie could hear, through the, you know how phones are. You're on one end. Sometimes when it's loud enough, the other person's loud enough, you can hear what's going on, what's being said. And she could hear that a body had been found. And the counselor just fled the room, just left her there. So the school was placed on lockdown until police confirmed that there wasn't any immediate danger to the other children. Now, local investigators arrive along with GBI to investigate the scene. A lot of items were found under these mats because, like I said, kids use them for storage. And there was blood in another location that was later determined to not to be KJ's, but they didn't test to see who it was. And I have a problem with that, but we'll get there. Now, Georgia law requires that the coroner be called as soon as a body is discovered. But for absolutely an insane, unknown reason, the coroner was not called for about 6 hours.
What?
6 hours after KJ's body had been found.
That makes no sense.
Right. Now, in the documentary that I watched, it was said that yes, it is the law to call the coroner right away, but it is custom for the sheriff's and the police observation and tagging of the scene be done before the body gets. That still don't make no sense. You call the coroner in, they get the body, then you bag and tag all your evidence. Like, right? Would not I have no idea what happens.
I don't know, but they can do their investigation while the coroner's standing there.
Exactly.
They can be like, hey, we don't need to move anything.
The coroner is supposed to be there.
Just call them anyhow, right? Yeah. It's very strange.
And the coroner says because of this delay, the scene had been contaminated. Now, KJ's face was swollen like he had been in a fight and had dried blood on his face. And like I said, there was a pool of blood and vomit under that rolled up mat. His death would be ruled an accident.
No fucking way.
I'm going to pull up a picture really quick, folks, and just to show Jesse
upside down
how his body was found. Because all of the photos of his crime scene and everything are put out with permission of the parents. So just know that ahead of time before we get into the rest of the story.
Oh, no way.
So it was right side up. So this is how they looked laying down. This is those exact mats.
Yeah.
And then this is how, this is after they pulled him down. Yeah. Now
you don't just fall into that.
Remember, you see where you see where the shoes are, right?
Yeah.
Remember that. Okay, so it is reported, it is documented that he was trying to retrieve his shoes from the bottom of the mat and got stuck and died of positional asphyxia. Here's the problem with that. Other than the blood and vomit, the mats measure 14 inches wide when rolled up. KJ's shoulders were 19 inches wide. So, in my opinion, even if he had tried to get in there, he wouldn't have been able to, right?
I don't think so. I think he wouldn't have landed it. I mean, the odds of him falling into that.
Yeah.
He would have moved it anyhow. I mean, why wouldn't you just, all right.
Well, they say that they're like hundreds of pounds.
Right. But you would have, moved it enough out the way to get your shoes. Yeah. Or flipped it down, you know what I'm saying? Pulled it down and got your shoes.
And that's what a few other podcasters that I listened to that covered this case years ago. I've known about this case since 2019.
Right.
A lot of podcasters covered this during the pandemic. So I heard it like several times in that time. But the mats also measure over 6 feet when standing upright. And KJ was 5'10". So KJ's shoes, if they had been at the bottom, why would he think he would be able to get all the way down there and then get out without, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just very
so much
strange.
Goes through
that is
my head.
So strange. Yeah.
But KJ's shoes, as I showed you, were not at the bottom of the mat. They were laying beside him by his feet on the opposite end.
So it doesn't make any sense at all.
Doesn't make any sense.
So like he could have fell in there and then worked his shoes up there out the way where he was trying to get to. But that doesn't make no sense.
If it's only 14 inches wide when rolled up, how is a 19-inch wide shoulder going to even be able to get in there?
Even if you had tried to ease yourself in there. Rolled into there. That's the only fucking way. You can't just be like, all right, I'm going to ease myself down into this hole. You wouldn't have done it without fighting, and it got stuck like just a few inches in and then been like, okay, I'm stuck. And, and worked your way back out,
Within 15 minutes, there was tons of students in that gym playing basketball. And nobody saw or heard anything. You would think that if, okay, so just say he did wiggle his way in there to get these shoes. Wouldn't another student see this boy upside down trying to wiggle out?
Right.
Now, I can understand if he couldn't yell loud enough because he's in the bottom. But wiggling, I mean, I would just think that he would be strong enough to at least wiggle it and feet would be, in my opinion, would be sticking out.
Unless he was rolled into it. There's no way that he would have got down in it far enough. Right. No way.
His body gets moved to a crime lab to be investigated further through an autopsy. Now, Kenneth, his father, he requests to go down and personally identify his son's body because Jackie hadn't been able to do that. They showed a picture of his sock and shoe to his sister.
Still, that is not even...
That's all the identification that they were able to do on school property.
What?
Yeah. So he says when he gets to the crime lab and they pull KJ's body out of the cooling locker, because, you know, they have to do that he felt warm air come out.
No. Like
they were trying to get it to decomp a little bit quicker. I don't know. This is going to be, there's going to be a lot.
That's strange.
So then he says when they unzipped the bag that he could clearly see that his son had to have been in a physical altercation before his death. His face was very bruised and swollen. He was almost unrecognizable.
So you don't get that from just sliding into a hole.
Right. And the only other points. So I listened to Morbid. I listened to Morbid's coverage about this at the beginning of this year. It's one of their very old cases, but I kind of just like binged them this year. So Elena from Morbid used to be an autopsy technician. And she said, now, when an autopsy is done, it can make the body look a little different than it normally would. But she doesn't think, in her opinion, that it would look the way his did. So, and like I said, those, I'm not going to share those in our stories, but they are out there to look. They are very graphic and very terrible. I'm going to show Jesse a little later.
I'm already trying to wrap my head around everything, and I'm completely horrified to know that he got rolled. There's no way he slid into that. That's
right.
I can't figure this out.
He looks like he was beaten, you know, and he was unrecognizable. His face looks terrible. But the GBI report would say that there wasn't any visible injuries on his body. Yeah, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Their report said that. Now, KJ's family immediately began to protest, and they, like I said, they released the photos of his body so everyone could see that something was not right in the findings of this investigation. Many, many students who knew KJ or were connected to him somehow were interviewed. Now, video footage from the school was requested and reviewed, but it wasn't how you would think. Now, in my opinion, I don't know a lot about the procedures of this, but just from lots of years of listening to true crime, I have a little idea of what the process is. Now, usually, you know, they would have an IT guy go down there and kind of rip it and review it on their own. Well, what they did here was they just asked the school and waited for the school to hand it over.
Wow.
The video footage.
Yeah.
Well, there was missing footage.
No. Yes. Here we go.
Missing footage. And what's wild is another student was seen entering the gym before KJ. And then 15 minutes later, more kids came in and were playing basketball, like I just said a little bit ago. Now, how wouldn't anyone notice there being a struggle in the mat to get a shoe or to get, you know? Well, I just don't understand. I don't understand.
Did they come up with a true time of death, though? I don't understand. Like,
you know,
there was only like a 15-minute. You said that it was like 15 minutes between classes where he was supposedly was there. I think it happened after that class, because somebody had to lay the mats out.
Leaving the gym at all. So he goes in. What did I say at 1:30? Let me go back.
Yeah. I don't think there was time to roll somebody up between classes. And people are in and out of the gym all the time, you know, in the middle of classes anyhow, you know? Something strange.
Yeah, I think he was seen going in at 1:30. God, I can't find where I put that time. But it was before his last block of the day, because they have the block scheduling like we were familiar, you know, like we had. Usually you had like 135 one day and then 246 the next day.
Right.
And, I mean, he did this all the time. Like all other kids did too. Like this was a daily occurrence with them going in there and getting their shit out these
trying to save money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's reported that the mats were, like I said, usually laying down on their side and not upright, but everything had been clean and organized during the winter break, and that's why they were now standing upright. Now, after a 4-month investigation, KJ's death, like I said, was still ruled an accident, and there was no evidence of foul play, but his family did not believe this at all. When I first heard this case and the way his body was found, I literally did thought maybe it was just a tragic accident before I heard all the measurements and, you know, all the shit, because kids do stupid shit all the time. I mean, hell, adults do too. But when I heard the rest of the story, my opinion was changed.
You
a little
don't
bit.
think that you can slide down in that hole? You would have started. I mean, even if you were like, you know what, I can do this, right? Either way, his shoes weren't in the right spot, so it didn't matter.
Right.
It didn't matter. There was no reason for him to be in that hole when the shoes were outside of it, basically.
Right. Yeah. Right where the shoes on the top.
Yeah.
Where his feet were.
Where his feet were. How does no, there is no how. There's no reason. What was down there below that? Was there anything else below that?
Well, the rest of the story is there was 2 brothers named Brian and Brandon Bell who had been at odds with KJ. There had been a fight between KJ and Brian on the football bus, resulting in KJ having to ride in a deputy car the rest of the way of the football game while Brian stayed on the bus. Now, I have a problem with this because Brian was the antagonizer and he was the white boy. So he got to stay on the bus while KJ had to ride.
Had to separate him. He got the shitty end of the stick to begin with.
And he was the one that was being antagonized. Like, it said that Brian was like pulling on his dreads and just being aggravating, just being an asshole. And they said that this had happened quite a few times. In fact, KJ's family said that him and Brian had altercations in the past, and Brian was picking on him.
Was he part of the good old boy system?
Oh, we're getting there.
Lindsay, am I calling it already? Oh.
And after this particular fight on the football bus, Brian's father, Rick Bell, allegedly came up to KJ on school grounds and said, "Hey, why don't you come to our house and finish that fight with Brian?"
Oh, really? Well, that's safe.
And here is the big woo-ha.
No, Lindsay.
Rick Bell is an FBI agent.
No.
Yeah. Or was.
Never meaning no harm. Knew all you ever saw. Give from I forgot.
Been in trouble with the law
since the day they were born. There it is. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't remember. I was just trying to pull it out. You know what I mean? Just a good old boy.
That's a big deal to me.
Well, Dukes of Hazzard was from Georgia, you know.
I'm talking about this scenario.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah. That
He's got an altercation with these 2 boys whose father happens to be a member of the FBI, and all this shit don't add up.
Top good old boy stuff. I mean, he's running the ring really on all that. From him down, sheriff, the city, everything, he's over it because he's there in town. They got it covered up. Oh my God, this is nasty.
Well, also, Brian says in an interview later on, technically him and his brother Brandon refused to be interviewed by law officials, but they did an interview for TV. They said that that him or Brandon or he hadn't seen KJ the entire day. Brian says this. But way later on, when the documentary that I watched was being made, they found frames where these boys were literally within feet of each other in another part of the school.
They didn't hide that footage, did they? No, they forgot about that one.
Now, there was later an anonymous email sent to investigators saying that there had been a girl involved with KJ that had previously been involved with one of the brothers. And a fight was scheduled at the old gym over it.
Oh, shit.
Brothers were mentioned in this email, and it was also said that both of the redacted brothers had spoke of the murder of KJ while under influence. Now, this is in an anonymous email, okay? We don't know. And all the names mentioned, because they're minors, are redacted.
So there's some high school kids out there that know some shit. Well, then there were some high school kids that knew some shit at a party or something. They know.
Kenneth and Jackie, they hired a lawyer to help with further investigation, along with the help of Reverend Rose of Southern Christian Leadership Conference, or SCLC, which is a civil rights organization, along with a chapter of the NAACP. The family believed that if Kendrick had been white, the verdict of his death wouldn't have been ruled a tragic accident. And I agree in this situation.
I agree, but it depended on what class of
true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because the good old boy system is going to out trump no matter what color it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's going to outdo it. And not saying the good old boy has to be a color.
And
also.
who you know.
Who you know. And if you're at the bottom and we can't do it, we can't do it. But if they were both the same class of people.
Well, that's just like,
that makes sense.
Let's put this out there real quick. Remember a few years back when it was a literal epidemic that people were leaving their fucking children in cars and they were dying from it?
And getting away with it?
Well, hold on. So a attorney in our town did this, resulting in a deceased child. And I haven't heard anything about it.
That was it. I brought that up several times on this podcast.
Later, an individual that worked at Burger King did the same thing. Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
Whole different scenario. And not that there's classes between races. I'm just saying.
Supposedly an accident on both ends, but one was charged with negligence.
And one got told, that's not cool, dude. That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that was, you got to go out of our town just to find the real shit. And we know that.
Yeah.
And not that there's, like I said, not that there's classes of people versus races to us at all. But as far as their good old boy system is, there's a whole different fucking,
and Georgia, especially Southern Georgia, is
the number
largely known
the number
for racism.
one.
Yeah.
Lindsay, I can tell you stories.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it is horrifically still running rampant up there, and it makes North Georgia, which is still pretty fucking bad. It makes North Georgia look like it's way out of that. I mean, it's a whole different
it's
spectrum.
like two different worlds.
Whole different spectrum.
Northern Georgia and Southern Georgia. Yeah. Now, this was on media outlets, including CNN, which resulted in marches and rallies for justice for Kendrick, along with a social media tribute page. This family had every right to believe that shit was just not jiving because, first of all, the coroner doesn't get called for 6 hours. Some of KJ's effects on his body just disappeared after he left the crime lab before he arrived at the funeral home.
He got scrubbed.
The original medical examiner stated that there had appeared to be struggle markings on his body, but the GBI pathologist said no.
He was told to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got scrubbed of any evidence on him because if there was a fight, there's other evidence of somebody else.
Looking more and more like a cover-up, okay?
Yeah, he wiped him. Fuck.
Well, in May of 2013, with the help of supporters, the family was able to get the body exhumed for a second autopsy, which would be performed by Dr. William Anderson down here in Florida. While performing the autopsy, it is discovered that his body was stuffed with newspaper.
Really?
There was fucking Black Friday ads and shit. Now, I have heard that this does happen, but most places or most, funeral homes, when they're getting a body ready, they use gauze and things of that nature in the body. But his organs were missing. And these organs were not removed for harvesting. He had been dead for a long time before he got to the funeral home.
I'm so fucking shocked right now. I don't know what to think.
His organs were gone.
Why?
We don't know. So Dr. Anderson said in his autopsy report that there was evidence of blunt force trauma and KJ's death should be investigated as a homicide. The family submitted this new report to the Lowndes County coroner, the GBI, and the Department of Justice and called for a coroner's inquest, which is a formal public inquiry to determine the cause of an unnatural or unexplained death. This is a fact-finding process to be heard by the grand jury. 7 judges recused themselves.
Don't want to fuck with this one.
Yeah.
We already know.
And another attorney resigned, and Rick Bell was relieved of his duties as an FBI agent.
Lindsay.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's alleged that there were Black students who were denied a chance to be interviewed that may have known something. And others that were interviewed were told that if they didn't say the right thing, they would not graduate.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
So the whole dump truck of shit that you just dumped upon
that's alleged, but that is things.
It is not. No. Yeah. No. Fuck.
I'm keeping myself
no,
safe
I'm
from
fighting the air right now. Full fucking fist in the air right now.
Well, in 2015, the anonymous organization, you know them, right? They got involved and put a 10-minute video about this case, and we're going to play a clip from that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
There is a cover-up of mass proportions in Valdosta, Georgia. There is no way that the official story could be the truth. KJ was found beaten and bloody, stuffed inside of a mat that he could have gotten out of. The collection of evidence was mishandled purposely to help cover up the crime. The surveillance was edited with hours deleted. The only DNA tested the blood on wall to match KJ's, and it didn't match. What really happened to Kendrick Johnson that day? Who killed that boy before he could begin exploring life after high school? Why did the authorities not do a full and complete investigation into the death of this teen? With every piece of new evidence that is revealed, there are more questions raised than answers given. Some Black students were told they were not allowed to be interviewed by law enforcement. Administration at Lowndes High School told students if they talked, their graduation would be threatened. The people of Valdosta know a cover-up has taken place and that local law enforcement will harass and arrest them for providing false statements. The people are afraid of the backlash if they come forward. The time has come for those people to join the fight for justice. Expose the corrupt for who they are. Expose the racism that is alive and well in Valdosta. The time has come to stand against the oppressors and fight for the truth. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Lowndes County, Georgia. You should have expected us.
Reva fucking Lucian.
I know, I would cry. Because unfortunately, that didn't do any good.
No, they weren't allowed to. Nobody was allowed to really tell the fucking truth. And they all know it. The whole county knows it. What a fucking dirty ass fucking dirt bag.
Now, I encourage our listeners to look up that video. I mean, do you just type in anonymous video, Kendrick Johnson, and watch the whole 10-minute video, because it also, I mean, it shows you clips and time stamps and everything. And like I said, unfortunately, that was in 2015, and
yeah,
not a lot came out of it. Okay, so the Johnsons filed a $100,000 lawsuit against 38 individuals that they believed were involved in covering up the murder of KJ. And then they were countersued for defamation and were ordered to pay $292,000 in legal fees of these individuals.
No fucking way.
Now, there's a lot of different lawsuits, counter lawsuits that have been going on since then. The family ended up requesting a second exhumation of KJ's body in 2018 for further investigation. And 2 out of 3 autopsies show that there was blunt force trauma involved in the death of KJ. In March of 2021, the case was officially reopened and a $500,000 reward was offered by Sheriff Ashley Polk for any information leading to who killed Kendrick Lamar Johnson. And this was out of his own pocket.
Right. At this point, throw everything out.
According to Google, anyway, it says this was his own money.
Let's back everything up because it's all a bunch of bullshit up to this point. That's why I feel like that's 2 out of 3 saying that is a homicide.
Now, Brian and Brandon Bell were investigated, but have still to this day not been named as suspects, even though Brian was disqualified from receiving a scholarship to play football for FSU. Which was, I mean, smart on their part, because
in ties of that,
what if it does come out, you know, and then they've let this guy play football for them,
right.
An alleged murderer, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
which college is crazy. I mean, those kids are making a bunch of money too. And they're like the face of the school.
Yeah.
So yeah,
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
And as of 2025, there are no further updates. But the family continues to fight for justice as to who was really involved in what they strongly believe was the murder of their son.
As we will. As we will.
Yeah,
that's what we're here to do. Holy fuck.
And you know what's crazy is, like I said, I first heard about this case in 2019 and 2020 and 2021. And because, you know, I've listened to podcasts for years now, and there was everybody was hoping for updates then. And here we are covering it in 2025.
Are we the first podcaster this close to cover this?
What do you mean?
We're fucking close to Valdosta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Nobody else has been this
We're
close.
the first ones this close.
That I've listened to.
We're stirring the shit this close. I mean, you can throw it's 100 miles from here. No, less.
60.
Yeah.
60 from the time you get on I-75 to Valdosta is 60 miles.
Yeah. We're flipping shit right up the road. Fuck. They're going to come for us,
It's
Lindsay.
a whole different world, too.
Big disclaimer, and we're not deleting none of this part right now. If they come for us, y'all will fucking know about it, right?
Yeah.
Because we want justice, too. I think it is shady as fuck. A lot of hidden shit, and there's a lot of people that know some shit. Let's get justice.
Please go watch the documentary. It's I found it on Prime. It's called Finding Kendrick Johnson. It's a very good documentary. And they also talk about other cases that are similar throughout history that have been very, you know, racial undertoned and covered up. And I don't know. It hurts my heart. Shit like this, man. It really does. It hurts so bad.
Yeah. Now is the time for
I hate it so much.
awareness of the racism that is still running.
And I've had 2 or 3 people ask me if I was going to cover this. I'm like, yes, it is on the list. And you know what? For some reason, it's been heavy on my heart in the last 2 months to do this one. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. And there we go.
I'm calling on Aunt Aggie over here. I'm calling on her, dude. I'm going to go drop a red rose.
I just can't get over the fact. I can't. Not to mention the newspaper stuffing, the coroner not being called for 6 hours.
Fucking shady.
The shoes not being in the right place. He couldn't fit in the hole.
Before they pulled him out, the shoes were on top of his feet, laying up there out the way, right? Above.
So what shoes is he going to grab?
Yeah.
That is what I don't know. Now, there were other shoes that under all these mats, because several students, like there was hoodies and earphones and all kinds of shit that kids were storing in these mats as, you know, a locker system.
I know
basically.
exactly. It's a wrestling mat. You know, that's where they do the wrestling.
I showed you what they look like.
I know the mat. I used to fold them up too, because I did that in high school as well. You can stand those things up. Takes 2 people. You can pull it down 1 person.
Yeah.
Can pull one down. He could have, even if it was stacked too deep, he would have pulled the first one down, pulled the second one down.
But he's an athlete.
He probably could have pushed them back up, or just left them and been like, I got my shit. I'm fixing to go do my stuff, whatever. You know how kids are. They would be like, all right, I got it. But to actually physically try to scoot yourself down in this fucking hole, knowing that your shoulders are already hitting. And even if you're squeezing the mat to the point to where it's expanding enough to where you're wiggling down in it, I would have stopped. Any human would have stopped at that point and been like, wait a minute. This is squeezing me up. Let me wiggle my way back out at that point, you know?
Well, it said, too, that, like, you know, Rick Bell was seen talking to other kids. The father, the FBI agent.
Right.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up, asking questions. What do you know? Yeah. Knew how to jump right on it. Let's wait 6 hours before we get anybody over here to actually look at this shit to say, wait a fucking minute. This is not just a fucking accident.
And I don't want this to disappear. I don't want this to go away. And so I'm talking about it here in 2025 Because like I said, most of the other podcasters that I've listened to, they covered it, years ago. But let's keep talking about it.
Well, the thing about it is, okay, everything needs to be a collective on a lot of this stuff. We all need to get together. We're spreading this word globally. So are the other podcasters and such. I'm sure they're putting it out like we are. So it's going everywhere. But collectively, we can all get together. What they've done up there is something I haven't heard about 60 miles away until now.
Right.
And not that I would remember anyhow, because my brain is shit, but still 60 miles away, did not really know this was a thing. Did you know about it before podcast?
No.
You didn't either. Mm-mm. So now it's global. Here we are. Bring it collectively.
And, I meant to ask JoJo because, she moved to Valdosta around this time. Yeah, when all this went down.
We went out there and hung out a few times.
Yeah, well, it was right. Okay, so it was right after Silas was born when she moved up there. And this happened right after, because he was born at the end of the year of 2013. So she moved there in 2014. Okay, so that was a little longer. But still, our kid just turned, or is going to be 12 by the time this comes out. Yeah. And I just heard about this case a few years ago. You just heard about it right now. Keep talking about it.
Yeah, the wave isn't big enough, so let's all get together. And if you're in the Valdosta area hearing this right now, hit us up. We want more. We want more avenues. We want to be able to spread this.
Yeah, because I combed the internet. I could not find any other updates. If y'all know anything further than I do, please message us, email, drink about something, message us, drink about something on Instagram.
Yeah.
YouTube.
We have hundreds of listeners within
comment
2 hours
on this
of this
episode.
Area.
Yeah. Comment on this episode if you know anything further, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Call us up. Let's do it. Let's get in deeper and fuck, Lindsay.
And, when I do say that, okay, so I follow a lot of, true crime covers on socials as well. And sometimes they will say if there was one unsolved crime that you would want to be solved, which one would it be? And I see this name a lot. And it's all people that are nowhere near us, that live nowhere near us. And we, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, we were so close and
did not know.
Yeah.
So in this exact one, we're going to tag the other podcasters. Mm-hmm. We're going to tag all of this. We're going to just put it all together, put it all out there. And, we're here. We want to put this together to the point that the wave gets fucking big enough to where something will move. Exactly. Yeah. Fuck, Lindsay.
Well, that was the end of my case for today.
Oh, man. This has been horrifically, I don't know. Thank you. Oh, no cheers, but tears.
I know. Like, yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I've cried like 4 or 5 times this week over this one and the next one. There. And the next one that I'm going to talk about, because fucking hell, man.
You did cloud up. Oh, and it's cloud worthy. I'm clouding now. And then I want togetherness across the board. We're shutting down the good old boy system. It's happening right here. A town away from us, too.
Get rid of it. Revolution.
Y'all do some fucking history on the town next to us. Live Oak right now is going through some shit. Millions of dollars missing. Mm-hmm. That's a thing. So
embezzlements.
You can't get away with it no more. Mm-hmm. And they deleted a video about this one. So that shows, period, that it was negligent. There was some shit going on right there. Fuck Lindsay. I can't fucking believe you dumped this and it's a real fucking thing. And I knew it was. I knew it fucking is. I know it. But let's fucking put it into it.
The hardest part is to realize. And that sometimes it's like, okay, I'm talking about this, and I know I've heard about it from other people. But then when you sit down, like when I watched the documentary and I watched this family and the people involved just talking, it's like, it just really makes it so much more real. It changes my dynamic over here. Because I'm like, I can't be no kiki haha motherfucker over here. I can't be doing my little goof booting over here. No, I'm just planting the whole time. And then you're just dumping. Every time you do the dump shit on me like this. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and prepare you. The next 2 is going to be a little more somber. Okay. Yeah.
I'll bring out my clown shoes then.
No. Somber means they're sad.
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm going to try to get into, I mean, we're talking about true crime here, so it all sucks.
It all does.
But in January, I've got a multi-parter that is going to be a little bit more lighthearted. It sucks completely, but it's going to be a little bit more
fuck it, I'm bringing my clown shoes anyhow.
Yeah.
No. We're all festive over here, so anyhow, we're trying to be holly jolly, but
Holly
Lindsay wants to dump
jolly.
shit, you know. Lindsay wanting to poo-poo on the Christmas parade here.
So, Jesse, what amazing band are you going to share with us today?
I got a cool band over here. I got a really cool one. I think they're from like South Dakota.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The New Machine.
The New Machine.
Yes. And they
And
hit
we
me up.
rage
They're
against
like,
it?
thank you. Did not mean to. So the New Machine is revolutionary, and they're taking over South Dakota right now. They're doing some big things. I just looked at their stuff. They have flyers out. Follow all their stuff. This song is called Silent Status, and it's fucking amazing. Status. Silent Status.
Yes.
And they're fucking amazing. I can't wait to share this, guys. Revolution. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to share all this together. Join the New Machine. Here we go.
wash this dry.
Holy fuck, Lindsay. I said it wrong. Silent statues, but still, holy shit, Lindsay.
Yeah, I mean, I corrected you, and I still got it wrong too. So, Silent Statues by The New Machine. I have already followed them on Spotify and on Instagram. They are The New Machine Band.
They're on fire.
Yes.
That is so much talent wrapped
Follow
up
them
in
right
one band
now.
right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now. Listen to all their other songs.
And a bunch of fucking silent statues in Valdosta need to wake up and break up.
Ooh, yes. Ooh.
Wake up. Yes. Thank you so much for letting us play your music. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for puddling me once again.
Oh, I puddled too, bud. You seen it.
You clouded and rained a little bit.
I did.
I clouded.
It's raining out. It's cloudy and rainy outside, and it is in our hearts as well.
It is.
Absolutely.
Justice. We want it. Togetherness. We want that.
We're going to have to do a palate cleanser of an amazing Christmas movie here in a minute.
Yeah, or we're just going to listen to our favorite Christmas song. You know the one, Lindsay? Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. No?
My brain actually went there too, and I was like, I know he's not going to say this.
You know I was going to say it.
We were in Spencer's picking up some gifts.
Wasn't even December yet.
No, it was Black Friday.
Yeah.
And that song started playing right when I was cashing out. I was like, let's go. We're getting out.
Like,
we're getting out of here right now.
We're rushing the cashier and everything.
If you haven't caught on, we absolutely hate that song.
We hate that song.
Love Paul McCartney. Hate that song.
Wanted to get the fuck out. We had a revolution right then.
Describe to the listeners what you imagine.
Okay. All the dads have already had way too much eggnog, right? Now they're downstairs in a 1970s type theme. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think that's around when that song came out. Yeah.
All the particle board, all the plaid, and a couple of Canadian tuxedos, right? They're down there and they're wearing their PJs.
You specifically said footy pajamas.
Footy pajamas. That's what it was. Footy pajamas in plaid and Canadian style tuxedos. Like just all the denim, all the plaid with footies. Kind of like Ralphie's pink bunny suit. That's what I'm thinking. And they're down there playing with a keyboard, and they've decided to make this song, and they play it for 15 fucking hours. And think it's the best thing they've ever created. It's like Tenacious D had been creating a Christmas song.
Yeah.
They
were in a town called Kickapoo.
Yes, in a town called Kickapoo. That's what it was, Lindsay. That's the song. That's how it got created. Yeah. The Beatles were on something else. Paul was, anyhow.
Speaking of Tenacious D, I let Landon will just randomly at work just start singing that song like off the hip. Like it's great. Long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo, lived a humble family, religious through and through. Yeah. Yeah. Landon will just and I'm the only one that knows what the fuck he's talking about. So I join in and everybody's just looking at us like
we love
weirdos.
Jack Black, so we had to watch that.
But you know what? They love us and our weirdness, but they don't know. And I'm like, y'all get on Tenacious D.
I believe you're really exposing so much at your work.
Oh, I do.
I mean,
between me and Landon,
you're enlightening. I guarantee you are. We watched that Letter to Santa instead of Satan? Satan? And where he was supposed to write, and Jack Black's in it and he's playing the demon, or he's supposed to be Satan, but he's not really. And then Satan was, the actual Satan was
Ben Stiller.
And the whole
Which
time,
was perfect.
And the whole time I'm like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah.
While he's up there sitting on the throne. But anyhow, Lindsay, thank you once again. In the band, The New Machine, with your statues.
Yeah.
Yes. Silent ones.
Hashtag justice for Kendrick Johnson, KJ, and the Johnson family.
Yes.
Follow this amazing band, The New Machine, and let's rage against the machine and do all the things that we're going to simply have a wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah, we're the Bulls and we want to be on parade right now about this one.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we damn sure want to rally around the family.
With a pocket full of shells.
We damn sure do. Fist in the air in the land of
hypocrisy.
Yes, all that. We will see you guys next Friday. We'll see you Wednesday.
We'll see you
Friday. On all the days.
We're going to see you all the days.
All the holidays. Have a holly jolly one.
And we're gonna start doing some TikTok lives for our recaps as well. We're gonna test that out, see how we like it. So if you want to follow me, drink about something pod _Lindsay on TikTok.
Okay. Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
I think I need to get a little deeper into my cup over here.
You need a little shot.
Shot. Bouchati time.
We'll do a little shot and we'll do that. We'll get this.
So that's all we're going to be drunk about stuff. Mm-hmm. Some things. All the things.
Yeah, that is our drunk about something recap.
Okay, let's do it, Lindsay. We're going to see you guys then, though. We love you so much.
So much. Like, subscribe, follow, and share, comment, interact with us. We love you.
And we hope you simply have a wonderful Christmas time.